Hi, I'm Jason Horsch, owner of Xanadu Gallery in Scottsdale and Pine Top, Arizona, and this is Ask a Gallery Owner. Today's question comes from another gallery owner, Damon in Delaware, and Damon asks, I've owned my own gallery for about a year and a half now, where I sell my own original paintings and reproductions. Our season is around the corner, and I'd love some advice on getting more foot traffic in the door. What have you found are your best practices in achieving said goal? Yes, this is the name of the game for certainly for a retail business owner, a gallery owner. You've got to have a stream of people coming through the door. You need an opportunity to sell. You've got to have clients coming in. And so how do you get them there? I'm going to take this in kind of two parts. The first is our Scottsdale gallery, which is located in an arts district in a very active art market. And much, if not most of the traffic that comes through the door comes through by virtue of our location. Location, as they say, is the key. Now, that's not very helpful if you've already got a gallery space. Your location is already predetermined by that location. And so we need to think about other ways that we can get people through the door if location isn't bringing enough traffic, or even if it is bringing good traffic, you want to increase the amount of traffic that's coming in. So we do a variety of different kinds of advertising and marketing to get people through the door. Over the years, we've done magazine ads, I've done newspaper ads, we've done postcard direct mail campaigns, we do a catalog. So there's a lot of print media that can certainly be helpful. We're not doing nearly as much of that now and have shifted a lot of our efforts over to social media efforts and budget. And the reason for that is pretty simple. One, I think there has come to be a lot of fatigue over print advertising. It is very expensive to have to pay for advertisements or printing and mailing costs and that kind of thing. And it can be hard to track the results. Whereas with social media, you can go in with a very small budget and immediately start seeing results. And you can track those results. And so a lot of our marketing efforts have shifted in that direction. And that is particularly true in Pine Top. And Pine Top is a different opportunity. Our gallery in Pine Top it's a small mountain resort town, very seasonal, heavy during the summer, very quiet during the winter. And in fact, our gallery is only open from June through September in Pine Top. And we're in a location, we're one of only a few galleries. We're really kind of the only commercial gallery. The other galleries are community co-op or art association galleries. And our location, while we're on a main street, we're set back a little bit from the main street, and Pine Top, at this point at least, is not a super walkable town, so you don't have a lot of people wandering around. You kind of really have to draw people in. And again, social media has been huge. We've done and are doing direct mail advertising in Pine Top to a limited degree. There's not a huge audience here. And that has certainly brought clients through the door. Social media has been huge there. You know, we can spend $10 a day and get very broad coverage, and a lot of the traffic coming through the door. When we were gauging it a couple years ago, something like 40 to 60% of our traffic at any given time would mention, or when asked, would let us know that social media had brought them in. So, okay, what kind of social media advertising should I be doing? We're just sharing images of artwork, sharing our location and hours of operation, and really working to try and get some saturation. So I would select an area around your gallery geographically, start with a small area and try and get some repetition in your advertising so that people are seeing it over and over again. I keep seeing your ads is what you want people to be saying when they come through the door. And then just be steady about it. You can change up your images and the language in the ads, but be steady about the advertisements going out. You know, at $10 a day, we're spending about $300 a month, which is very small, but the return on the investment is huge. And then, of course, the other thing we want to be doing is when people are coming into the gallery, we want to be, yes, selling to them, but also getting people on our email list so that we can engage with them in the future. And some of your best future traffic is going to be that traffic that's generated from people who've already been to the gallery, who already have an awareness, and maybe they're bringing friends with them. So we want to make sure that we have an opportunity to email them and let them know about new artwork and events that are occurring. We just want to stay in frequent communication with them. That leads to the last thing that I'll mention, that is doing events. Again, in Pine Top, we do events in Scottsdale, obviously, but in Pine Top, we do a Wednesday wine and art event every other Wednesday. And that is great because it's an opportunity to have an event around which you can advertise, and offering something like wine, is a great incentive for people to come in. And often it becomes a social event where people will not only come themselves, but bring friends. And so we do social media event advertising for that, and that has been very effective. So it is a challenge, and it's something that you just want to be steadily working on. If I just had one piece of advice, what's the one thing I could do to increase my traffic? It would be social media advertising. Facebook and Instagram are our primary methods of social media advertising. So you want to become familiar with the ads manager for your business page, and you want to be doing either engagement advertisements or traffic advertisements to drive people to your website. But the key thing is to just be sharing a lot of imagery and having a lot of repetition there. And then working to build those relationships with people who do come through the door so that you have an opportunity to get them in again. Hope that's helpful, Damon. And for those of you who are not gallery owners, hopefully it's interesting to get some insights into what goes into getting people through the door. It is, like I say, our biggest job as a gallery owner is to make that happen so that we then have the opportunity to make the sales happen. Thanks for joining us for Ask a Gallery Owner. If you have questions that you'd like me to answer in these sessions, be sure and leave them in the comments below. Be sure and subscribe to our newsletter at red.blog.com so you'll know about future sessions.